It's not where you're going, but what you experience along the way, especially along a strip of roadway that has seen its fair share of history for centuries, and one that still today has the ability to whisk travelers from near and far back in time to a place that definitely tends to catch your eye and pique your curiosity. Maybe it's the wide open rural lay of the land, or better yet, the glimpse of a lonely but impressive three-story brick house, better known as historic Lee Hall Mansion, that prominently sits on the hill. And truth be told, if the walls of this only remaining Italianate antebellum home left on the Virginia Peninsula could talk, you better believe it would have plenty to say, because it is deeply rooted in a history that takes us back to the mid-1800s. Warwick County, Virginia, a rural area that consisted of a small population of just over 1,500 people, and farming was a way of life. And although difficult to do because intensive tobacco farming had exhausted the land, one man by the name of Richard Decatur Lee excelled at it, thanks to the inheritance and purchase of vast amounts of land within the county and his use of crop rotation to grow everything from corn, wheat, and potatoes. As Richard Lee and his wife Martha continued to enjoy their successes with farming the land and their elite stature within the community, they soon set their sights on building a lavish three-story brick home between 1851 and 1859 on property they owned overlooking the Great Warwick Road. This home would become the only Italianate structure in Warwick County and help to further convey Lee's success as a wealthy planter and a well-respected citizen, not to mention the perfect place to begin their family. But all of their hopes and dreams of living peacefully in their new home was abruptly interrupted by the onslaught of the Civil War, forcing Lee and his family to flee towards Richmond, as Lee Hall Mansion became a Confederate headquarters to the likes of Major General John B. Magruder and General Joseph Eggleston Johnston during the Peninsula Campaign of 1862. Although the Confederate Army was successful in delaying the Union Army advances for 3 weeks, the peninsula eventually came under Union control, and by the end of the war, much of the physical evidence documenting the early history of Lee Hall Mansion was lost forever. Through the centuries, this historic home and its surroundings saw plenty of change that brought the C&O Railroad to town and the Lee Hall Train Depot, and change in the form of ownership, as this historic mansion changed hands 6 different times. Owners like William Henry Aspinwall, the great uncle of future President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, to Robert George Bickford, a well-to-do lawyer for the Newport News Shipyard and Dry Dock Company. And through it all, Lee Hall Mansion's character also went through some dramatic changes, from total disrepair to the vision of what it would eventually become. And that was all made possible by the city of Newport News, as they purchased the property in 1996, completely restoring the house to its antebellum appearance and breathing new life into the mansion and its surrounding property for visitors from near and far to enjoy for years to come, as a very popular and engaging historic site located right here in the city of Newport News.